Hi, boys and girls. I sure miss seeing you every Sunday. This is Miss Brenda, and I'm going to tell you a story today that Jesus told his followers. This story is called a parable, and that was what Jesus often used to tell stories about hard things in life, and he would put it into ordinary language for regular people, so it wasn't hard to understand. So today we're going to talk about the parable of the lost sheep. And I don't know if any of you have ever lost anything, a toy, a pet, your favorite book, but it is not ever fun when you lose something that you love. I remember my dog used to get out of the backyard all the time. He was an escape artist, and he never went far, but he always went around the block, and then sometimes he'd even come home on his own. But one Saturday, we noticed he was gone, and he was nowhere in the neighborhood. We couldn't find him anywhere. We were calling, Augie, Augie, where are you? And I started getting really scared that something had happened to him, that he had gotten hit by a car or that someone picked him up and took him away. I just got really scared about it. So we got in the car and we started driving all around in a bigger circle, and we found Augie at somebody's house that was about 5-6 blocks from our house. And he had gone in their dog door and he was eating their dog's food. So that's the kind of dog I had. But anyway, we were so happy when we got Augie back. We rejoiced about it. And I'd like you to watch a little video that will give you the story of the lost sheep that Jesus told, that talks about something being lost and being found and the happiness that it caused. So I hope you enjoy the video.
Long time ago, there lived a shepherd who had a flock of 100 sheep. The shepherd loved all his sheep very dearly and was very fond of each and every one of them. He loved them so much that he even named them. Every night, before going to sleep, he would count all his sheep to make sure that all 100 sheep were there. Every day, the shepherd would take his sheep to large green fields where they could eat fresh grass, and would also take them to freshwater streams so that they could have a nice drink when they were thirsty. When the shepherd took his sheep to the fields, he was always alert of the dangerous animals, like lions and bears, who would often come to attack or hurt them. But the shepherd was very careful and very protective of his sheep and would chase away the dangerous animals. One day, when the shepherd took his sheep out in the field, one of the sheep wandered away. When the shepherd counted his sheep, he found only 99. He was frightened. He called out for the sheep by his name, but the sheep did not return. He frantically looked for the sheep below the deep valley and behind the bushes, but he was nowhere to be found. The shepherd was very sad. He sat down on a rock and cried for his missing sheep, when he suddenly heard a bleating. He looked around and saw his lost sheep walking towards him. The shepherd ran to the sheep and picked him up in his arms. He was very happy. With all his 100 sheep, the shepherd came back home.
So, boys and girls, it's Miss Brenda again, and I wanted to talk to you just a few more minutes about the lost sheep story. Now you saw how happy the shepherd was when he found his lost sheep. And the story that Jesus told about the lost sheep, he was really talking about people. And that sometimes people act like sheep that are lost. Sometimes they don't obey God, or they go far away from God. And God is so sad, and he searches everywhere for that person. And he does not give up, because we are so important to God. Every single one of us are important. And we really want to make sure that everyone knows that He is our loving Father, and He loves us very much. And I want to give you our Bible memory verse, which is, "Be joyful with me. I have found my lost sheep." I hope that you enjoyed that story, and I hope that I get to see you soon, very, very soon. And have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.